Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. I apologise for this being rushed out. I was preparing a different video, however, I feel this is a bit more urgent. There will be a couple of specs later on, but yeah, just to show you what I mean. I was going to do one on Workhorse, of course, and Ford. This is going to be a picture of Ford's attempt at their EV car and the Workhorse bears. Now we're going to talk about the market and my worries for it. You know, when everyone else was calling there's going to be a second crash, I've gone, the Buffett indicator can't be used in this scenario because you have the Buffett indicator was set up for a different scenario, which isn't valid now. But now I think we're getting to a stage where we've got to be worried. Now, and why? Well, to start with, of course, we're getting a lot of stocks that are overvalued. Now, you know me, I'm someone who looks at growth stocks and spec stocks a lot more than the safe dividend stocks. I still have safe dividend stocks, don't get me wrong. However, the thing is, I'm thinking of picking up a bit more gold and silver. I've done videos on gold and silver in the past. You might want to check them out. There's playlists on my channel, and I'll put it in the top card. Now, the thing is, you need to prepare yourself. But why? The stocks are going to all-time highs. They're getting to a point where even when companies are having a great earnings, they're still dropping. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do, that is your decision. But my opinion, if you've made a profit, I would consider taking some off the table. Just bank some cash and maybe even take some cash out of the bank, and I'll explain why later. And then you might want to pick up some silver, maybe even physical silver, and I'll explain my thinking around that as well. Now, I will be talking about Workhorse later, so don't worry about that. We have had numerous outages. We had $35 trillion pulled out of the market because of worries around the election, because COVID cases rising, because of no stimulus. That still hasn't been solved. And then the people who were not investing because of the risk of a second crash, the retail investors like you and me who were cautious weren't investing because of a second crash. They heard of a vaccine and all of a sudden they've gone rushing in. Now, I said in a previous video, there are lots of people who will not take a vaccine. It will take time for the vaccine to have effect. We do not know enough about it. I am not someone who is anti-vaccine. I think it is great news for the world. But they've gone rushing in and putting all their money back in, driving the market higher. Companies and people who in the past called crypto, like Bitcoin, a scam, gone into these cryptos. Now, a company who went on record when it was last at $10,000, $20,000 a coin, when it was went 10,000 and then went up to $20,000 a coin, called it a scam. They have gone in and put 98% of their funding. Now, you have to think about why the big money is pulling money out of stocks, and the market's being held up by the retail investor that was scared to go in the past, like the small to mid to. You need to follow the big money, and of course you still have some big money going in, but they're being selective, very selective. And do not trust any idiot on the internet, even me. Do your own due diligence. And the thing that scares me most is all the brokers went down at the same time, and it's not one time thing, it's happening a few times, and they're claiming server issues. You know, you had Trading 212 saying we were hacked. Oh, then we got server issues, and you're getting the same all around in the US as well. Are you telling the only server issues reported on the same day was with Google Cloud? Are you telling me all these brokers are on Google Cloud? Because if you look into it, they're not using Google Cloud. Now, according to a friend in America, he said he's received warnings that some of the financial institutions may be closed earlier. So he's worried they might throw a light switch on some of the banks and possibly some of the brokerages. So make sure you have access to cash. Make sure if there's another crash, and if there is, I think it will be worse than before, that you can capitalize on it. People are saying, oh, I'm in crypto anyway. But what happens if they take down the exchange you're using for your crypto? Have you got it on a personal wallet? If not, guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you want to help support the channel, don't forget to smash that lovely like button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification if you want to be reminded of when a video gets uploaded. And why not smash the sexy subscribe button? A lot sexier than me, just ask the wife. And because I upload multiple times a day. And while you're at it, why not comment in the comment box down below? I'm also putting a load of free links in the description box. Why not check them out? And if you're looking for a free trading platform on which to trade your stocks and shares, why not check out Free Trade Trading with 212 and Stake? You get a free share worth up to £200 or dollars. for signing up and depositing a small amount. So now, with the Fed bringing out their own crypto, I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing tests, trying to see if they can bring down the crypto servers and the banks and other servers, so that they get people to adopt to their crypto, knowing people won't adopt it otherwise. However, it could just be me with my tin hat on. Anyway, let's move on. All I'm saying is you might want to consolidate some cash. There are a lot of signs heading towards a crash, and if there is, it could be a bad one. Of course, that doesn't mean take all your money out. I'm only saying if you're making good profit, make sure you've got a good cash balance to make money off of a crash. I'm not saying sell your positions. I'm not selling mine. I'm just making sure I've got enough money on the sidelines. Now, I was asked about green power. Green power kind of has a resistance of 23. It's at 21 at the moment, so I won't be getting in. Airports won't be spending excess money on coaches. States are looking like they're on the edge of bankruptcy, so they're asking for government handouts, so they won't be spending on these things. Overstock. Now, I spoke about them before. They've had great earnings last time round. I think they'll have incredible earnings in the fourth quarter. They've come back down. I think around 60 or below is a good buying opportunity, but you have to find your own. Now, Trident acquisitions. Cool. Sorry, I'm a bit late to the party with this. There were these two. They've gone up a little bit, but Trident acquisitions core are merging with lotto.com, so they be the one who in all countries can sell you Powerball. At the moment, National Lottery in UK can, but that might be one worth looking at. In the private acquisition core. Now, this is an interesting one because they will be making. They haven't had much of a run up at the moment. Had a little bit, but I do like these. They're doing 4D chips. Oh, sorry, I'm about to say the company, because it's Ava, which is a LiDAR startup. Now, they have Lockheed Martin and Porsche as backers, and a number of other big companies. They have a great team behind them, and it's known as 4D LiDAR, but also it's not just that. It can be used for security systems and a number of different things. Hence the Lockheed Martin. Makes me wonder if they will be using it for their drone system, because Lockheed Martin just lost out to BAE, to the US government earlier this month, to a multi-million-pound deal for drones, developing drone system. Now, the thing is, it does look. Oh, there you are, Lockheed Martin. I do think this is going to be a good one. I think while it's around the $10 mark, it might be worth picking up a few, and I will be. Oh, and Porsche as well. Yeah. I will be investing some. And how can you complain when it's started by 2 former Apple engineers? Yeah, you know it's going to be quality.